Christmas is the day I dread. It makes me wish that I was dead. I don't mind gifts or beers or aunts. It's just the questions that they ask.
Becky dear, do you have a boyfriend yet?
When am I getting some great-grandchildren?
But you're a catch.
Why are you single?
Christmas is the day I dread. I'd spend the day in bed instead. At least I know when it's all done. I've got another year to find someone. My mum says I'm a catch, so why am I single? Not a single match, pass me a Pringle.
Tinder's overrated, so that's why I mingle.
I'm single, single even though I'm a catch.
Swipe, 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 swipe.
He's a fuckboy.
She's a pervert.
He's got cars in all his Tinder pictures. Should we pay?
Should I pay?
Should I hug or kiss or
Stay the night? I can't believe he used that
Do
line.
you think that this is a sign?
I think I like him. No, you don't. I do, believe me. Ooh, steamy.
Tricky, it's all so tricky when you're trying to find someone. Tricky.
What a confusing time to be alive.
Tricky, it's all so tricky, and I wish I could find someone. We're dating in the 21st century. This is fun. Swipe, 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 swipe.
He's a shelf.
She's a psycho, she's got filters over every photo. Yes, I want to see your dog.
I really, really don't like dogs. Is this too much or that too little? Why am I so non-committal?
I think I like her. You do not. I do, believe me. She is hot. Swipe, swipe, swipe.
My mum says I'm a catch, so why am I lonely? A week and just one match and just one only. Tinder's overrated, so why don't we mingle? We're single. Single even though I'm a catch.
If you're single, then there must be a catch. Go on then and tell us the catch.
Well, there's no catch. Except for me. I'm a catch. But not the catch. There's no catch. Just a perfectly normal, well-adjusted 24-year-old that is digging herself into a pretty big hole. Not your hole. Right, but not that hole. Hi, I'm Becky.
Tricky, it's all so tricky when you're trying to find someone. Tricky, what a confusing time to be alive. Tricky, it's all so tricky.
I don't really like what I see.
We're dating in the 21st century. What up, subscribers? It's your boy Nate here with another game-changing YouTube tutorial on how to be the ultimate lad and still the ultimate lady. Today's episode is my top 5 tips for the perfect first date with a human woman. Now, tip number 1. You do want to make sure she actually is a human woman and not a piece of meat, because these two things can appear quite similar to the untrained eye. But you do want to be subtle. A great way to do this is when you first make contact, just go for a good old-fashioned handshake. Of course, if this doesn't work, you can always just ask her where she wants to go for lunch.
Oh, I don't mind. You choose.
Pizza?
No.
She's a woman. Step 1 complete. Now listen up, all you bros out there, because this next one is really important. As she goes to sit down, you want to pull the chair out for her. Now, if you watch my recent video on female anatomy, you might be going, but Nate, don't women have hands of their own? And you're right, most of them do. But see, women love a bit of old school chivalry. And us real men, well, we know how to put the D in chivalry. Right, the chair. So, this is not enough. This is too far. Though, it does provide you with an excellent opportunity to go in for a second reading, if your first was non-conclusive. Once the lady is in her seat, it's time for step numero 3. You want to ask her lots of questions. Any question will do, whatever pops into your head, why are you still single? What's your favourite position? What ethnicity are you? You know, the classics. But don't forget to demonstrate your intellect by educating her on her own interests. So, what do you do for a living?
Well, I'm actually studying to become a pilot.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, planes. Yeah. You know, the aeroplane was actually invented by these 2 guys called the Jonas Brothers.
You mean the Wright brothers?
Don't think so, sweetie.
Well, the Jonas Brothers is band.
Oh, yeah, there is a band called the Jonas Brothers, yeah, but they name themselves after the inventors of the aeroplane.
I don't...
Step number 4. Now that you've wowed her within an inch of her life, you want to lock in date number 2. Now, you could be all cutesy and romantic and shit, but trust me, the best way to make a woman really want you is to act like you don't even give a shit. Check this out. Hey, no offence or anything, but I reckon maybe you and I are better off as just friends.
Oh, thank fuck! Oh, of course. I'm totally on the same page. I think we should just...
She's clearly not ready to admit her feelings for me, and that's okay. Trust me, it happens all the time. Which leads me to step number 5, which is a special bonus, or bonus, tip. Never delete your Tinder. I don't care if you're happily married with kids. You never know when you might need it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more content. Oh, and look, if all else fails, just go for a bit of small talk. Everyone loves small talk.
I hid in a cupboard and I couldn't tell you why. It was my house, share house. I hid in a cupboard when I heard her coming by. It was her house too, she had every right to. But I don't like the small talk, I'd rather avoid it. I'd wait till my housemate went past to the toilet. I'd wait to resume all my peace and my quiet. But wait, she's with a man, and they think they're in private. Now I'm in a cupboard and I couldn't tell you why. Should I say hi? I've been in a cupboard a little bit too long, so I must stay strong and silent. They're just chatting, I'll be patient. Easier than having this conversation. But wait, no more chatting. I'm in trouble. I can hear them on the couch as they smooch and cuddle. And now they're fucking, and I'm in a cupboard. They're fucking up against the cupboard. And there's nothing I can do. I'd listen to them screw. The cracks, there's quite a view. But my God, I need the loo. Now I'm in a cupboard and I'm gonna pee my pants. Can you come faster, mister? I'm in a cupboard and I think I see my chance. She moves and he can't resist her. There to the right and the hallway's to the left. I'll try and time it right while his head is in her breast, and while they're fucking, I'll make a dash. Woo! To orgasms, and I hear And while they're naked and exposed, I've pissed myself on crotch to toes. Smile and wave, waddle by, play it cool, real mature. I think my housemate even cried. But it still beats small talk, that's for sure. I used to be so
In love with love.
Too much, you could say. I was desperado like a greyhound on a racetrack.
It really wasn't healthy, always chasing, always trying to get closer to what I thought love was meant to feel like.
Butterflies and music and safety and home.
But love didn't liberate me.
I just ended up feeling so contained. Relationships are so containing.
When you're constantly chasing love, you settle and you stay.
Stay and obey because you think, what if I can't do any better?
Now that Mia has come into my life, I know that I can. I know that I deserve to be loved properly.
Bailey has made me feel whole again, and that's how I know this is right.
It feels right.
My family all love him. We do everything together.
Now she can be a little bit overprotected, but I think it's cute. It makes me feel like I belong to her and she belongs to me.
It's the fierce sense of
Loyalty is a hard thing to come by in this dog-eat-dog world, but I found it in her.
him, and I am so grateful. But where would he be without me?
Where would she be without me? Probably still back at the RSPCA. Mia! Where's your girl? Come here, girl! Where's your girl? Okay, ready? And fetch!
Who needs a man when you've got a dog?
Who needs a girlfriend when you've got a... Oh, Mia! Mia, let's show your balls. Show your balls. I'm so sorry. She's not normally like...
It's okay, he likes to play with other dogs. I'm Charlotte. You picked me up at 8 from mine 3 Fridays in a row. You took me out for date night and then kissed me in the snow. There was no way I could have known. And when the snow got way too cold, we both head back to mine. Your eyes, they seemed to sparkle. Or was that just all the wine? You held me close and made me feel like I was all brand new. I thought the way you kissed me meant that I could trust you. Then there was nothing but sunlight in an empty room. When I woke, my stuff was gone, and you were gone too. So I have to assume that I got used. You pretended that you liked me, then you left me with nothing in my room. My TV gone, and my toaster wasn't there. You'd stripped it clean and left it practically bare. My granddad's guitar I'd never see again. How come I didn't hear him? What is wrong with men? My laptop, all my photos, and my bank cards too. All I could do was least I've got to start me off. A little sunlight in my room.
Sometimes I think, what is wrong with me? Why doesn't anybody want me? I mean, I know I'm not the best looking guy. My voice gets high when I get excited. I'm a bit fabulous. Needy at times. But isn't everybody? People always leave. Never the other way around, you know? Like, just once, I'd like to be chased by a guy with a beard. Big, muscly, hunky kind of guy. To feel like I was out of his league. Like he'd do anything to be with me. That'd be something else. Or be chased by anyone, really. I'm not fussy. I'll take whatever attention I can get. Except that doesn't happen. So instead, I do the chasing. Pictures on a grid. Torsos with vacant smiles. Dirty apartments. Stale breath. And men old enough to be my father. We have ravishing, filthy sex that leaves me feeling ravished and filthy and worse than before. But in that moment, they wanted me. They needed me. I was enough. Good enough to get them off, but never good enough for a round two. Never good enough for a date or a kiss. Just a route. A hole. But see you later. I leave and they block me or ghost me, and I think, what is wrong with me? Why doesn't anybody want me? The worst part is, it's not like I don't know what it's like to be loved. I've been there. Perfect life. A guy that made me feel like something else. But he left. Just like everyone else. What is wrong with me? Life, it's a story, but not the happy kind. After, ever after, life just keeps on passing by. You get your happy moment before the credits roll. The curtains close, and you suppose now you are in control. But no matter how hard you try, you cannot keep the guy that you adore like he came out of a dream. No matter how hard you try, you may not ever know why. He loved you, then he left you upstream. And now the party's over, I don't know what to do. The rug's been pulled, they've all gone home, and I don't have a clue. Without you, it's true. try to do. You won't enjoy the view of any memories you had left inside of how it all began. I wish that I could go back and start it all again. I wouldn't make the same mistakes. I wouldn't play the game. But it would be the same. 'Cause no matter how hard I ever try, I never seem to get the guy that I love, like he came out of a dream. No matter how hard I ever try, I will never understand why he loved me, really loved me. I loved him, really loved him, and still he went and left me upstream.
One guy does not represent all men. But still, I plan the route there and I plan the route home. I make sure my friends know I'm there and alone until my date shows up. And he looks as expected. I've asked around, stalked a profile, nothing left neglected. He seems okay. I relax and I smile. He asks about my dress and says he likes my style. He's so nice. Why was I worried? Because I met him online and this restaurant isn't on my train line? I'll be fine. A bit of a geek and not very strong, and he seems a bit meek, so what could go wrong? He's so nice. And nice is nice, but it isn't attraction. And before the meal's through, my heart has had its reaction. Not for me, but nice. And I'm glad that I went. And I spent the night chatting with somebody new, and I hope that he will feel the same way too. The bill comes to the table, and he says that he'll pay. I protest, of course, and say that I'll split it, but he won't accept that, and he just won't quit it. So I give up and give in and say, fine, you can pay. But mostly because heads were turning our way, and I don't want to fuss, and I don't want to miss my bus. I had a great time, he says with a grin. Me too, I say before I begin the careful rejection we're taught from so young. Awfully carefully, tactful, alert. I plan out my words so his feelings aren't hurt. I cradle his ego and tell him, me too, but I don't think I'm really the right girl for you. Shock covers his face, then anger, then hurt. I can't guess his mood. But I paid for the food. You owe me a chance. Another date, you'll see that we were meant to be. You don't even know me yet. How do you know that I'm not your type and that I'm a no-go? I'm too nice. That must be it. I told you looked pretty and I called and booked the place and they told me they didn't have any space. But I pleaded until they gave me my way, and I even got the bill when I could have made you pay. Women don't like that, nice guys. They all like jerks. And it's not even fair because I deserve affection for the good deeds I share. You're a tease and a slut to even show up, and for leading me on you make me want to throw up. Staggered and baffled, I don't know what to say. The insecurity and manipulation is on another level. hand and I leave. And then I cry on the bus. But I don't tell a soul and I don't make a fuss because I know that he doesn't represent all men. But I pray that I never meet a nice guy again.
I know what you're thinking. I'm not very tall. My hair is receding, my muscles are small. Not much of a looker, that's what Mum said. No hope of ever finding a woman to wed. But I don't mind what anyone thinks because I smell great with my Africa leads. Plus I have a secret to share. Something nobody knows is there. Something to redeem myself. Something to esteem myself. That one fantastic quality to make all of the women see. It wouldn't be such an awful affair, I swear. I've got a big dick, girls. A big ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. A big meat stick, girls. A big dong-a-long-a-long-a-long-a-long. It'll find you and blind you and make you go, wow, my schlong dong enormous wang wang. They say once you go black, you'll never go back, but black is back down the old school track. And I've got something even more impressive. They say size doesn't matter, it's how you use it. Well, a sausage like mine, there's nothing to it. All the girls, well, they'll become obsessive with my junkin' up joystick fuck tally whacker. Now don't get me wrong, I'm one humble man, and I feel so darn blessed for the gift in my pants. But there's nothing like a bit of fine romance. For a guy like me to get a girl, he has to have an upper hand or a third leg. I've got a big dick, girls. A big dinky dongle love muscle load. A big skin flute, girls. A proper goofy goober fire hose Joe. It'll cuck you and fuck you and tear you apart. My shrub dong and my big enormous heart.
Jesus Christ, did you see that? That's what I'm dealing with. This is my Tinder. These are the matches that I get.
Milady?
Swipe left.
Stuart, 45, divorced. You, me, and a Sarah Lee. I'm a nerd.
Men suck, lol. Thought I'd try something new. Really, could I just borrow your toaster?
Swipe left.
I'm a simple man. I love my boys, I love my mum, I love the Fast and the Furious franchise, I love treating women like princesses, and I love 69ing.
Don't judge me, okay? Swipe right. I've got a big blind date tonight. I hope he's not a rapist.
Big blind date tonight. I hope he isn't racist, or a Nazi, or a porn star, or a bogan with a mullet. These are just a few things that I ask.
I've got a big blind date tonight. I hope that she is hot.
What? A big blind date tonight. I hope that she likes shots and the football and pro wrestling and maybe even darts. These are just a few things that would help make us last. I'm nervous. What if I don't like her? I'm nervous. What happens if I like her? I've got a big blind happens if she's crazy?
I'm nervous. What happens if he finds out I'm crazy? Don't panic.
Panic.
It will all be
Fine, just fine. So relax and have yourself a wine. And tonight, if all else fails, just compliment her nails.
Don't give him your details. But
If the date prevails, remember, this could be true love, as happy as it seems. I must give it a chance and see where it may lead. And no one ever thinks you'll meet your spouse this way. But somewhere deep inside, I know today could be the day. I've got a big blind date tonight. I've got a big blind date tonight.
so I'm off now.
I'm off now. I'll tell you about it later. I think I'm fine. Yes, I feel great. And nothing's gonna stop me from enjoying my big blind date. Oh, fuck. I'm late. Hi, I'm sorry, you go. I was just... Nice to meet you.
Everyone in my family is single. I'm single, my mum's single, my dad's single, and, well, for me, I'm in my prime, you know? I'm young, hot as shit, no kids, no mortgage, no mistakes. No kids, no mortgage. But, man, I feel kind of bad. It must be really hard to be out on the dating scene when, like, everyone good is already taken, so all that's left is everyone else that couldn't keep their relationship together. And everyone's balding and fat and bogged down and kids that they failed and jobs they don't enjoy. It must be hard. And it's not like I don't think my parents are good people, it's just that, well, they're people, you know? People are funny, not the ha-ha kind. and I think the older you get, the funnier you get. I mean, 20-year-olds are all out here trying to figure out what makes them tick. They're ready for anything, open to discovery. Whereas old people, discovery is come and gone. They know what they like, they know what pisses them off. Like, how exactly is my dad supposed to explain to some woman on eHarmony that they can only date if she's okay with his obsession with Star Wars figurines and if she absolutely will not snooze her alarm 10 dozen times in the morning? But I suppose there is an upside to being past a use-by date. Yeah, you probably are a bit funny. And yeah, you probably do have kids and a mortgage and mistakes, but I mean, maybe you've learned from your mistakes? Maybe you're a better person than you were before you were divorced. Yes, my dad may know that he really likes Star Wars, but I suppose now he also knows that women like it when you tell them you love them. He knows that if you marry someone, you should probably talk to them. I mean, like, every day. I don't know about any of that stuff firsthand yet. The road of discovery lies ahead of me. My habits, my quirks, all the lessons I suppose I'll learn from my mistakes. I just hope I don't make the same ones.
Some like most. But for me it is Star Wars. All of my lifelong lessons come from Star Wars. And I've tried to stay on the light side of the Force. Listen here, it's not that I'm deluded. Listen here, it's just that I've concluded that a man up in the sky called God, or the teachings of Confucius, well, they're just as mad and just as valid as the teachings of George Lucas. For me it is Star Wars. All of my lifelong lessons come from Star Wars. And I've tried to stay on the light side of the Force. Who needs Jesus when you've got McGregor? Who needs to part the seas when you've got rebels and Ewoks working together? Who needs birth when on Tatooine there are two risen suns? Who needs Satan when you've got Hayden Christensen? Who needs hell when you've got Mustafa? Or heaven where there's Alderaan and good guys and lasers and speeders and sabers? It makes me want to say, Marine, Marine, rocket For me it is Star Wars. All of my lifelong lessons come from Star Wars. And I've tried to stay on the right side of the Force. When you love someone, you become afraid to lose them, and fear leads to the dark side of the Force. I never really understood how love could lead to darkness until I loved, became afraid. And then she filed for divorce.
Baggage. Everyone's got it. Everyone. I don't care how old you are or what you've been through or how great your life might be. Everyone's got baggage. That's the thing. There's different types of baggage. There's the carry-on bags that most people could easily just lift above their heads. The bags with wheels and pulleys and handbags and satchels and hike packs that strap themselves to your body. You won't drop them or forget them or lose them. They will go with you through life. And then there's another kind. The big, old, heavy kind that's crushed the wheels and sucked the handles, so no matter how hard you try and push it, you just can't take it with you, but can't leave it behind. And kind like that, nobody wants to help you carry that weight, because it would take too long and it would hurt too much, and they've got to catch their plane or train or taxi. When I held my baby in my arms and I watched her die, she didn't leave me. The memory of her. She grew heavy in my soul. Her entire life sprawled out in front of me by my imagination. The moments that I thought belonged to me but didn't. I saw her eyes in an adult's face. My grandchildren who will never get to exist. I was supposed to die before her. She was supposed to hold my hand as I died. And now I am going to die alone. Because there are a lot of things that a marriage can withstand, but I don't think that the death of a child is one of them. The guilt for just being alive. And I don't think that there's anyone out there that wants to help me carry that weight. Everyone has baggage, but mine is too big and too heavy. And I don't think I'm going to make my train.
I thought that my wedding would be the best day of my life. I guess I was wrong, 'cause the night she was born I sat up through a storm and I waited for the best day of my life. So small, the tiny little fingernails like I'd never seen. She flashed me a smile, but she had no teeth. The next year we held a party because she turned one. The next year the same. We taught her to walk and to talk and to write her own name. Sarah. The next thing we knew, she was riding a bike. Sent her to school and she seemed to like it. And do you know what I'd give? Do you know what I'd give for a chance? Do you know what I'd give? Do you know what I'd give for a chance to take her to school once again? On the 1st of November in the summer of 2008, the weather was great. We went to the park and made sandwiches for 3. We sat and watched as she climbed all the trees till she stopped cold, couldn't breathe, couldn't speak, so we took her to emergency. Do you know what I'd give? Do you know what I'd give for a chance? Do you know what I'd give? Do you know what I'd give for a chance to see her face once again? Hooked up her 2 machines, tubes came out of her nose. The doctor said treatment, but I didn't know what all of those words meant, what they would do to my daughter and how we'd get through. stopped for a while and then back on the cycle for a week or two, keeping her alive, but we knew, me and Marianne, we couldn't sleep, but neither could Sarah, she couldn't eat. But I'd read her a story, most nights anyway, and I'd lie, and I'd tell her it'll all be okay. The day that it happened, the machine speak no more. I went to the hallway and fell to the floor, and I felt a pain that will never be gone. And I looked to the ceiling and prayed to a God. And said, do you know what I'd give? Please give me a chance. Do you know what I'd give? Please give me a chance. Do you know what I'd give? Do you know what I'd give for a chance? Do you know what I'd give? Do you know what I'd give for a chance to be a father again? To be a father again.
Roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and so are you. Okay, maybe Shakespeare, okay. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Our rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. No, that's too much. Maybe I'll try be organic. Grace! Oh, Grace. I like your face. You're so awesome. They say that you're ace. You're so precious, you shan't be replaced. It's such a blessing to call you my own. It's so much better than being alone. The time that we've shared has made me so happy. I hope you'll forgive me for being so sappy. I guess what it is that I'm trying to say is that I love you. Is that okay? But she didn't say it back. She didn't say anything at all.
I
of chocolates. You never know who's gonna show up. You don't know if it's gonna be love at first sight or a big old catfish. She could be the one. For me, it's how I get my thrills. It's like these few minutes before she arrives. It's such a buzz. It's like that Schrodinger's cat. You know, right now, the woman that I'm about to meet is both simultaneously the love of my life and not. She's everything to me and she's nothing to me all at once until she arrives, and then she's real. She's a real life person standing right in front of me. If she's the one, great. If not, I've got a friend lined up to call me in 10 minutes so that I can make a clean getaway. Oh, here she comes.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Martha, and yes, it's really true. You are by far the most attractive guy I've ever even dated. And I hope that we could soon become acquainted. I don't really know why I'm single. It doesn't seem to make much sense to me. Gosh, your eyes, they really seem to twinkle. Yes, no, you're right. I'll keep telling you about me. Well, I just want what you want, a normal, happy life. All I need's a man who'll let me be his loving wife. And there is one extra thing I kind of need. If our future marriage can proceed. And though it makes me anxious, I need to practice frankness. It really means an awful lot to me. I want to live in a yurt. A yurt's a tent, but it's a pretty cool tent. Let me vent the extent I want to live in a yurt. It's sort of like a big Mongolian hut. And guess what? I feel it in my gut. The yurt life's just for me. Now it's your turn. Tell me about you.
Oh,
What is it exactly that you do?
I'm working finance.
And on having kids, what is your view?
Kids.
Sorry, my bad. It's just what you do to me, 'cause I just want what you want. A normal, happy life with 7 kids and a cow for luck and a veggie patch and a couple of ducks and...
Hello? Oh, Martha, I'm so sorry, I've actually got to go. It's an emergency appointment thing.
Well, I'll text you. Maybe we... Food, 1, 2, live in a house. Little wooden lads, felt covered room. Don't assume all the gloom. I'll find a man for my yurt. Our perfect forest, woodland, haven, oasis. And how could he resist this? The yurt life and, well, me. It's not a thing of compromise. The yurt life is for me. The one last thing
and they're just waiting to meet you, so... What? A yoga instructor? So you're dumping me on Christmas? Merry fucking Christmas! Now you know why Christmas stinks. It sort of makes you really think. A lonely year has gone and been, but don't assume you need to
My mom says I'm a catch, and yes, I believe her. One day I'll find my match, and I'll relieve her. But even if I don't, who cares what they say? We're single, single, and that's fully okay. We've all got our flaws and our baggage and woes, and the things that are holding us back. And some they might tell us to just let it go, to leave it behind, to get us on track.
But whose track am I getting on? I don't wanna get on yours. My track is waiting for me and for all my flaws. Do not deny
Your pain and your sorrow, do not deny.
your wishes and longing.
Do not deny your paths. Do not deny your right to belonging. 'Cause when the day is through, that's what makes you you. My mom says I'm a catch. I'm a fucking catch. We are very single.